Welcome, dear Sangha, to our guided meditation series on the 37 Bodhisattva practices with our Venerable Khenpo Tenzin. We will begin today's practice in our Yellow Garchen Institute prayer book, page 4 and 5, and opening prayers. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Kajula mananje da jonje danandana zera damje do lama lava la ye jiso zang la zang yonden jamzang alawa dinju donjen de begele zor dagelo chuson ro warazinje labdo zor chu lamdon ro warazinje labdo zor lan tuwa sevar zinje labdo Truwai Juzanja Varazunja Labdo So Kangadin Jende Warjong Gapa Me Baje Me Baje Ba Me Bata Me Ba Wan Me Ba Do Tade Dome Dunje Me Rubanye Jedan Ba Zubazanje Mananje Damba De La Janzar De Dunje Zavala Majije Kuzondo Jesilanda Dage Julamp Dage Damba Danzunje Jodonja Jimbon Varazunja Labdo So Many Tashtele, the Dharma friends. Today we are going to meditate on the 37 way of Buddhist practice of Bodhisattva's way of life, page number 8, and fifth stanza. So first, meditation means we will stay in nature state of mind, or we rest in nature state of mind. So suddenly we cannot rest in nature state of mind. If we can, it will not able to stay longer. Actually, there are two obstacles. One is we don't know how to rest in nature state of mind. And second is we are not familiar yet. So for that reasons we can't, but we should do it. We should rest in nature state of mind. If we need temporary happiness, have to rest in nature state of mind, and also for to attain Dharmakaya, then we have to rest in nature state of mind. So then, so suddenly we cannot rest on nature state of mind. That's where we are going to start from shamatha meditation, and then vipassana, and then step by step we were able to rest in nature state of mind. There are many methods how to meditate on shamatha, but the key point is we are going to relaxing physically and mentally. We should rest or relax peacefully. So our mind is like a getter. So if you tied it, then the sound probably it will break. What is called that? Strains will break. If it is too loose, then the sound will not come. That's where always keep balance. Similarly, when we meditate, any kind of meditate, if we are too much too much tightly meditate, then we will not able to experience peaceful mind. If we are too loose, and then we fall in sleep. So that's why we have to rest in equanimity or rest in balance. So first we are going to rest a little while on the in the nature. In the nature means you physically rest in nature, and your mind also rest in nature for a little while. Okay. And that is a preparation of a meditation, or that makes your mind is clean. Now we are ready to meditate on the 37 verse. So the fifth stanza, it says, in bad company, the three poisons grow stronger. The activities of learning, reflecting, and meditating decline, and love and compassion are lost. Give up such companions. This is the way of a Bodhisattva. So bad company, the three poisons grow stronger. So first we are first you reflect for a little while what is bad company, how they become bad company. Later reflect on it. Yes, there are some bad companions, but this is related to your age and your wisdom. If you are under the 15, probably your company is alcoholic, then it will possible uh, uh, to lead you, so you will become alcoholic, and your company is around also drug addicted or thief or some kind of these who had negative things, it will possible to affect to you. But I think if you are over the 15 years old, probably your company will not affect that much, because you can understand if you are alcoholic. Alcoholic means if someone drink a little bit alcohol, someone take some kind of drug which is in medicine, for the sake of medicine, they are exceptional. But I mean, someone do it's too much, drink alcohol, only drink alcohol day in and day night, never work. You have little money and waste for that, and then just eat drug, poisonous drug. So these things are not so good, because it cannot benefit oneself and it cannot benefit others. It cannot benefit family, and they also cannot benefit Dharma practice. But here, the three poisons grow stronger. So our real bad companies are three poisons. So three poisons are why they are bad company. So first, let us reflect on the angry emotion. So you, in this case, you can go later in previous days, last day, last month, last year, according to the through your angry emotion, what happened? It created obstacles to others and yourself. How it created? So it is real poisonous or not? Now you investigate on there. Okay. Anger is real poisonous because anger is a very strong emotion. Through angry emotion, it break samaya between Dharma brothers and sisters. And through angry emotion, break relationship between friends, family, parents. And through angry emotion, it creates enemies. So through the angry emotion is like a thorn. Angry emotion is like a fire. If we hold it, it burns our hand. If we release that fire, it burns our clothes. So the angry emotion is real bad company. We spend many times with angry emotion. So now we reflect it. We are reflecting on angry emotion. So suddenly we cannot remove the root of angry emotion. But now you reflect on there, so you understand the faults of angry emotion. And since from today we try to be mindful. Before we are more angry for different reasons, but since from today we try to be mindful. Perhaps we think, oh, my anger, it does not grow unreasonably. It is growing reasonably because he or she does something or they do something, so I am angry. So yes, we have that reason, but through this angry emotion, we cannot get any benefit. Through that angry emotion, our enemy multiple our enemy. Before you have only one enemy, and then through that angry emotion, multiple many enemies. Or that angry emotion makes more distance between you and your friend or your family. So this is externally angry create many problems. Internally, for oneself, through angry emotion, then heart attack, the disease of a heart attack or so, very possible, because angry emotion is a very strong, it's like a strong storm. So when we are angry, then all the winds gathering together area of heart channels, and then inner wind goes very forcefully through channel, and then many blood gathering together in the one channel, and then it is very possible the cause of heart attack, and so on. So, okay, we cannot purify bad company, which are until now we think he is my bad company, he is my bad company. But since from today, we should think my angry emotion is my bad company. Only you understand that, and then this meditation is helpful. So then second, we will goes the angry emotion and listening dharma, how relation. If you are strongly anger, for example, your teacher or your dharma friends or your someone, if you focus there at that time, if you listen dharma, you can listen dharma or not. If not, then what is the problem? Actually, in listening dharma is like a candle light in the night. In the middle of the night, you have two eyes. Still, you wear eyeglass, have many powers, but if you don't have light, right, then it cannot help. Your two eyes how big opened, it cannot see, and you wear glass, double, triple glass. You wear glasses. It cannot benefit. But only if you have a small candle light, it will help you. Similarly, listening is like a candle light in the middle of the night. So if you are strongly angry or something, and then you cannot focus the teachings. So that's why this is one thing, one problem. Second is listening dharma is like a precious treasure. But listening dharma is best precious treasure because if you have a precious treasure object, material object, for example, expensive one, it will possible you lost it or you sell it for very is sell with just a few $100, and or it possible somebody steal it, but listening dharma cannot steal. That's why in the dharma says listening dharma is the best wealth because nobody can steal it. So that's why listening dharma is very important. If you do not listen dharma, then you say you understand everything, and that is not true. Because all the Buddhas, they listen dharma, and then reflect dharma, and then meditate dharma, and then they become Buddha. So that's why whether you listen dharma longer or short, it is one thing, but you should listen dharma. So then angry, if you are anger, your angry emotion arise in your mind, at that moment you can listen dharma or not properly, clearly. Especially you listen dharma is not only hearing some dharma in your ears. Listen dharma means you should listen dharma joyfully. You should listen dharma through spiritual wisdom. You should listen dharma through compassion and bodhicitta for welfare mother beings. That's where then this angry emotion can help to generate bodhicitta, compassion, or join the listening dharma or not. So you reflect a little bit on there. Okay. Still, there are many methods to understand the faults of angry emotion, but we all have angry emotion. So today we meditate on there, and definitely it will benefit if you be mindful in the future. I cannot say since from today we all become patient and we all purified all anger emotion. I cannot say, but it will help you but it will help you or not is in the future, since from today you often remember the faults of angry emotion often, and when it conditions of anger comes to you, and then you should be mindful. Actually, I say you, but we all try to promote, okay? And then, of course, we cannot reflect and meditate. So, for that reasons, it says decline the meditation, reflecting, and meditating, reflecting, and learning, and so on. Now we are reflect on the attachment. Attachment, actually we are in the desire realm, so we all have a desire, but we have now we should reflect on desire. Desire is a little funny thing, because I want, this is a desire. I want transform into I need. I need it, and then slowly grows, and then I must need it. So desire means that. So for example, you don't have, for example, friends. I mean the in the mundane, we all have spiritual friends. That's of course excellent. But if you have one friend, if you spend with that friend peacefully, happily, that's very good. But then you need two more. This is the, if you have two, you need three. So that means it increase, and then you reject first friend, then second friend. So that's where this is one problem. But another problem is, if you have a friend, if you too much desire on there, attach on there, and then slowly jealousy arises. So jealousy arises because of your too much strong attachment. So if you have very much attachment or attach, and then you cannot practice Dharma, because you cannot leave, for example, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, because your mind is filled to the brim by desire. So you cannot spend even 1 hour for Dharma practice. If you are practice, probably still your mind is completely your mind image your friends. Maybe it's difficult to listen Dharma or reflect on Dharma and meditate on Dharma. So it's very possible. So we cannot avoid completely this desire. But desire, it does not always mean on the only boyfriend and a girlfriend. It is like on clothes and fame, and in many ways. So we have to keep balance. So first we are reflect on desire a little bit, uh, uh, the faults of desire. Okay, desire, desire or attachment creates doubt. Attachment creates fear. Attachment creates hope. So if I bring one example, there are many examples, but for make sense, I bring one example. If you attach to someone and your mind has big hope, your hope is if I get he or she, for example, and then your mind is full of this hope, and you cannot focus learning the Dharma, you cannot focus reflecting on Dharma, you cannot meditating on Dharma. Second, attachment creates doubts, which means if you have a friend and then you start to doubt if your friends real trust you or not, or your friends have another friends or not, then jealousy and every these negative emotions arise. And then fear, if my friend threw away, kick me out, something like that. So desire is a very gentle emotion, but it is like a oil. Oil. If you have your mind is like a pepper, so if your pepper uh, put on that oil, and then very difficult to make clean that oil on this pepper. So that's where uh, since from today you try to be mindful to reduce attachment. If you don't have attach, for example, with someone, then since from today, if your small attach arises on somewhere, on someone, at that time you try to kill it. You try to remove it. That small attachment is like a very small fire spark. It's very easy to kill it. If you slowly let it grow, and then it is become like a very big fire, at that time it makes very big problems to your life. Perhaps it will cause of suicide. Perhaps it will cause harmful situation. That's where don't too much follow attachment. So how definitely we are have the attachment arise in our mind. At that moment we cannot focus dharma activities as learning, reflecting, and meditating, and so on. And then love and compassion also cannot come to your mind because there is no space. Your mind is content, or mind is filled to the brim, feeling of attachment. So today we understand the faults of attachment, and we should reduce it. Or, however, we should be mindful in the future. Of course, you cannot suddenly give up everything. Of course, you can keep your friends. If you are you can keep your husband, you can keep your wife with compassion, with bodhicitta. And then, of course, you have attachment but that attachment is not so strong. So that's where if you have compassion and bodhicitta, you can keep peacefully your relation. You can keep your relation peacefully. Okay. And then next we have ignorance. Ignorance. So first you investigate or reflect on what is ignorance. Okay, perhaps you could understand what is the ignorance. However, if you find the definition of ignorance or not, this is okay. But ignorance means you cannot trust in karma. So this is ignorance. Ignorance, in English say ignorate, ignore. Ignorance, if you follow ignorance, then it is like you are steep on the very dangerous place. So you don't care about cause and effect. And then if you don't care about cause and effect, and then karma punish to you. So how to karma punish to you is, if you create a very negative cause, and then that result will experience. You will experience that result. That is how karma punish to you. So karma is the very honest law. So it's whether you are young or old, whether you are Dharma practitioners or not, whether you are monks or not, doesn't matter. So karma, if you created a good thing, karma gives you a good result. If you created a negative thing, and then karma gives you a negative thing. So that's why I don't know how to trust karma. This is ignorance. I know a little bit about karma, but I cannot trust in karma. This is ignorance. And then if we cannot trust in karma, then we cannot understand the value of compassion, bodhicitta, and then spiritual wisdom and so on. So we will try to give up such companions which are the three poisons. But there today I brought the example of a few examples, but there are limitless examples because there are 6 roots of afflictive emotions, 20 branches of afflictive emotions, and then 84,000 thoughts. So we have to that's where they are always punished to us. That's where we say we are in the ocean of samsara. But today we know on these faults, so we try to reduce as much as possible. Actually, when we say about this part, we meditate on there, it seems it's criticize someone, but this is not criticized to anyone, but this is it's real, tells us the real situation. So we try to give up them, we try to reduce them. Okay, now we will dedicate together. Please generate bodhicitta in your mind. Chancho senjo renpo che ma je ba nam je jer je ba nyam ba me ba
May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you.